What is going on, YouTube land? I am Chris Catalunya. Before we get into this video, go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris Catalunya with the underscore at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. And once again, we are hitting it really close to that 10,000 subscriber mark here on this YouTube channel. Thank you if you've been subscribed to the channel. If you're not, you definitely will want to, because once we hit 10K, I'm gonna give away a Supreme Floral skateboard deck and a Supreme Super Soaker. So definitely subscribe to the channel. So today's objective, we are going to head to Barton Creek Mall in Austin, Texas, because on the rare occasion I actually hit on the Finish Line app. I hit an 8.5 in the Pine Greens, the Jordan 1. And yes, I know a bunch of people are already doing this review, a bunch of people already have this shoe in hand, but I don't, and I'm just going to give you my take. Alright, so I'm back in my apartment from the mall. The mall trip was definitely a success. There was no one really in the lines at the mall. Not pretty crazy. I know a lot of people aren't too hyped up about this colorway, or that they know that later on during the day that these will still be available, because I think they produced 40,000 pairs of these shoes. It's like a limited GR, if that makes sense. Again, I hit on the Finish Line app. I hit a size 8.5. I got to the mall at 7:40 or something like that. Pulled up, and they were supposed to open at 8 o'clock. They definitely did not. They opened maybe 20 minutes later, but in between that time, someone was like, hey, they're doing first come first serve at Foot Locker. So I went downstairs and asked for an 8.5 there, and they just gave me an 8.5. I didn't think that they would actually have an 8.5 in stock. They had a full size run. People really weren't trying to get these. So after I caught my pair from Foot Locker, I went back up to Finish Line because I still wanted to catch that Finish Line 8.5. Opened the gates and got it. So yeah, 2 8.5s. This Jordan 1 Pine Green, I think it's a pretty dope shoe. I don't know why people aren't trying to cop it. I mean, I get that there are 40,000 pairs out there. Maybe they're waiting towards the afternoon or the evening to cop this pair, hoping that they're still going to be at the store. I don't know. And even in trying to compare this to the 2018 Pine Green colorway, they both look equally good to me. Now, I will say that this shoe retailed at a price point of $170 USD. Add your taxes and your VAT just based on where you reside. And that $170 price point is $10 more than your typical Jordan 1 shoe. And the reason for that price increase is because the leather on the shoe, it's pretty damn good. It feels pretty good to the touch. It feels pretty soft. Looking at the resale market for the shoe, looking at StockX, looking at Go, the shoe is going anywhere between $200 and $250 just based on the size that you need. And that's kind of crazy. I won't say that this should be doing crazy numbers, but I would think a hard 250 for every size would be respectable. And maybe perhaps towards the end of today, they'll go up. Getting into the specifics of this shoe, the upper is mainly comprised of leather material, which is pretty standard across the board for all Jordan 1 highs. Done in that black matte leather material, the quarter panel, the lacing system, the toe box area, and the collar are all done in that same material. The panels done in that pine green, which have a hint of shine to them, are your Nike switch, which wraps from the lateral to the medial side of the shoe, the heel cup, the ankle strap, and the vamp of the shoe, which have perforated holes to enable breathability. The ankle strap has a feature to it that is not done in its traditional form. You can see that there is a patch of leather going on that attains the Jordan Wings logo. Now normally on a Jordan 1 shoe, this is debossed into that ankle strap, and perhaps that's why a lot of people weren't clamoring to get this shoe. To me, I do prefer the Air Jordan Wings logo that is debossed into the ankle strap, but I'm not saying that I'm mad at this patchwork design that is happening on this shoe. It still looks pretty good. Getting into the lacing system, eyelets are punched into the leather panel starting from the vamp area going all the way to the top of the neck of the shoe. Now, the default set of laces that they provide us are of a black color, a flat shape, and a cotton build, though they do provide us a secondary set of laces in the box, which are these red ones that you see up here, of the same build and the same shape. Now I'm kind of upset with this. I'm kind of confused as to why they didn't provide us a white set of laces or a green set of laces. Red is kind of just like random, but that is not to say that this red is supposed to match the red that is on this Nike swoosh debossed leather panel right here at the top of the tongue, but still random. No worries though, I'll just find a set of white laces and green laces and put them on here. Now behind those sets of laces is the tongue, which is done in a nylon build on the top and the reverse side, and it is padded with foam. Again, atop the tongue is this leather label, which has the Nike Air logo that is debossed or pressed into that panel. Moving on to the inside of the shoe, it is done in that black neoprene material, my favorite material because it feels good to the touch and it does not get dirty easily. It's done in a black color and it is padded all the way around the shoe on the lateral, the medial, and at the heel, providing some cushioning or comfort to your ankles. In removing the insoles, the fabric matches with that black lining, and you have the Nike Air logo towards the heel of the shoe, and this is done on a thin piece of blue foam. Moving on to the midsole, which is exemplified by this white base wrapping all the way around. This is done up in a rubber component, and it does have an air unit at the heel of the shoe for cushioning purposes. Under that is the outsole, which is done in a blown rubber to enable flexibility and durability, and it attains your typical Jordan 1 traction marking where you have your circles at the top, your grid marking towards the bottom, and your branding Nike swoosh right there in the middle. When it comes to sizing, I'm normally rocking a size 8.5 or a 9 US, 8.5 being my true to size, and I must say that going with your true to size on this particular shoe is definitely the way to go. I mean, whatever you get in a Jordan normally, definitely get it for this one. If you've never worn a Jordan before, definitely hit up a Foot Locker, a Finish Line, any of the foot stores and try on any Jordan that is available there, whether it's a low or high. It pretty much fits the same. In terms of comfort, again, it is a Jordan 1 shoe. They are pretty flat. They don't offer too much in terms of support and cushioning. I have to employ a third-party insole because I need arch supports and my feet suck. Overall, I have no problem with this iteration of the Jordan 1 High in the pine green color for 2020. It looks pretty good. I really love the leather that is going on these black panels. They feel pretty good and soft to the touch. Definitely it's quality. I'm not a big fan of that $10 upcharge, bringing the final price of the shoe to $170, especially if they're not going to give us 4 sets of laces. I believe the A Star Is Born or the Sports Illustrated shoe came with 4 sets of laces, the black, the red, the white, and the green. They could have at least done us the favor in providing those extra 2 sets of laces on this particular shoe. Sure, the leather is great on this shoe, but give us 2 more sets of laces for the extra $10. I do think it's kind of crazy that people didn't show up to get this shoe at the mall. Like, there were no lines or anything like that. This was super easy to obtain. I'm glad I doubled up with 2 8.5s. I'm pretty sure a lot of people did get their pairs on footsites online. I know looking at the sneakers app, like 6.5 to like 10.5 is sold out. So I can only anticipate that the shoe's value is gonna go up. It might take a while, but it's definitely gonna go up. Alright guys, I think this is a good stopping point for this video. What do you think about the Air Jordan 1 High in this pine green colorway? Is it a good pickup? Bad pickup? What do you think about this 2020 iteration in comparison to the 2018 version? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Go ahead and check out my Instagram, Chris.Catalunya with the _ at the end. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload a new video. And again, we're hitting it really close to that 10,000 sub mark here on this channel. Thank you if you're subbed already. If you're not, please do. I would greatly appreciate it. Alright guys, I'm Chris Catalunya, and we will check you next time. Cheers! See you now.